Hi, welcome back for another reading from the book Power of Purity by Mohanji. And I'll begin. This is from the section of human conditions, and it's to do with quarrels and shouting. And this is in response to a question from somebody. So the question: I live in a joint family setup. Recently, my cousin lost their job. We witness constant quarrels and complete uneasiness at home. Too much anger and shouting. The children are scared and frightened. What can we do? Mohanji, you cannot do anything except for bringing them to understanding. And then it continues. You can only bring a horse to water. Drinking the water is up to the horse. Resistance to any situation causes anger. Accepting realities as they are and using the intellect without becoming emotional about it and finding the best solution is the key for peaceful coexistence. Since you're in a joint family situation, burdens also can be shared, both blaming and taking more weight than one can handle, and destructive to oneself and relationships. Obviously, there's low self-esteem because of the situation of joblessness. They would react violently to any situation because emotions are at work, and inside they're like a volcano, ready for eruption. Using the intellect more is the key remedy here. When emotions are at work, stepping aside and switching the intellect on is essential. Collective thinking can help in such situations. You are lucky that you have a joint family. When hearts are apart, the volume or sound of our communication increases. We shout. When hearts are close, we whisper. Love whispers. Enemies shout. It's hard for hearts, just changing the page. It's hard for hearts to come together because we are too judgmental. It's easy for hearts to split. It's difficult for hearts to be united. Make them understand. In a time of crisis, all you need is love. All you can have is love. All negative emotions will breed catastrophes. It will push man to extremes. He will regret this later. His life will eventually become too chaotic and he'll become physically and mentally sick. Be aware, be aware. Emotional pressure can definitely be handled by extreme physical action, such as sport. This is not a permanent solution. This is a harmless diversion. This vents the volcanic energy within harmlessly. Let it be a heart-to-heart discussion from your side and surrender all your actions at the feet of the Almighty. You are not the performer. He is the performer. So that's the end of that section, which is about quarrels and shouting. So this was in response to a situation where someone had lost their job at the house, and so there was lots of anger and frustration and shouting, and the children were being affected. So the clear thing which I can pick out from here is that situations will be as they are, and we can only do our side of what we can. By becoming emotional, by becoming overly fraught and letting that volcanic anger sort of erupt and blow, we know from experience that won't have any positive effect, because the more anger we are, the more venom we spit, and words can often cut deeper more than any physical harm. So at that time, it really is good to look at things objectively with intellect. And the key thing here, especially within family and relationships, it's saying that when our hearts are apart, the volume of communication increases. When hearts are close, we just whisper. So that should be a very clear indicator of where both people are. And the suggestion here really is that if we can, in those times of crisis, as much as we can, just give love. Give love as much as what we can, because any negative emotions will just breed catastrophes later. And anyone who has pent up physical pressure or anger, a temporary solution for that is to really vent it off through exercise. So the key there is, in these situations, you can do all you can, basically. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So I think it's good sound advice. So that's from the book Power of Purity. And my name is Chris. I'm here at the Mohanji Center of Benevolence. And join me again for another section reading from the book.